Commentary. Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
I'm Javon Watson, and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Reggae Boys Commentary. Like, share, and subscribe, please.
"13 goals, 5 assists in 18 games. That's a goal contribution every game. 2 hat-tricks in that spell as well, we must add. Shamar, Boza, Nicholson. Here we go. It's as simple as that. Shamar, Boza, Nicholson has penned a 4.5-year deal with Spartak Moscow in the Russian top flight. Shamar Nicholson will now become the 5th Jamaican international after Robert Scarlett, Errol Stevens, Damani Ralph, and Luton Shelton to ply his trade in Russia. Hello everyone, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video on this channel. Really appreciate it. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. This is everything that you need. So, where do we begin? Where do we start? Where do we go? Well, a deal is done. I'm just responding to a message from Damani Ralph, as you know, he was one of the first Jamaicans to actually play in Russia. He was at Rubin Kazan 2005 to 2007. Robert Scarlett was at Spartak Moscow. Errol Stevens was at FC Khimki. And in addition to him, we had Luton Shelton, who was plying his trade at Volga Nizhny Novgorod. So yeah. So that is the situation. So how is everybody feeling? Let's get all of your comments in before we analyze the ins and outs of this deal and how it worked out. Let's go through that, shall we? Let's look at that first before anything else. Get in the comments, and then we go into the deep matter with everything. Damani Ralph, Luton Shelton, Robert Scarlett, Errol Stevens, and now Boza. This is a good move. So, firstly, let's look at the press release, shall we, from the club, Spartak Moscow, and what they have said in terms of the ins and outs of this deal, and then we can break down this deal specifically. So let's look at that first and foremost. Yeah. Okay. So they're welcoming Shamar. If you look on their Twitter page, they said a legend, a Jamaican legend. They had a picture of Chris Gale, they had a picture of Leon Bailey, they had a picture of Usain Bolt, and a picture of Boza. We're pleased to announce the signing of Jamaican international Shamar Nicholson on a long-term deal. This deal is until the summer of 2026. That's the details that I have. June 2026. Nicholson, 24, joined us from Belgium from Charleroi, where United scored 13 goals and 5 assists in 18 games. Hailing from the same part of Kingston as the legendary Bob Marley, Shamar began his career at Boys Town. After an impressive spell, he moved to Slovenia to play for Jamjale, where we are about that. In Belgium, Shamar has been a definition of consistency. His first 2 seasons saw him score 8 and 10 goals respectively, but those numbers are nothing compared to his form this year, having scored 2 hat-tricks in the Pro League. Nicholson is the competition's 3rd top scorer. He's 6 feet 4 inches tall, that is equivalent to 193 centimeters. Pace, strength, bags of technical ability, and lethal in front of goal. 29 games, 10 goals for his country. Nicholson also comes with international experience as he is part of Jamaica technically, he was part of Jamaica's last 3 Gold Cup squads. He was part of the Gold Cup roster 2017 but didn't play. 2019, played some games in 2019 and 2021. So he's been part of Jamaica's last 3 Gold Cups. So this is an error right here, the last 3. So right here, it should be part of Jamaica's squad at the last 3 Gold Cups. 3, not 2, 3. Because he was a member of Jamaica's squad at the 2017 one. That's him and his agent. And yeah, well, not his agent, but this representative at Spartak Moscow at this current time. Yep. So what happened? As I mentioned in my video earlier this morning, Newcastle United, it's not like their focus shifted, but their priority has always been getting a director of football before they fix what is on the pitch. And when Dan Ashworth became available to Newcastle United to have a discussion, the priority landed upstairs and not on the pitch. Now, Newcastle United needs that. So I'm not going to say, why didn't they get Shamar first or anything like that? So, but in a lot of people's circles, they're going to say from Belgium to Russia is a sideward step. And in some ways you can say that. In some ways you can say that. Is he ready for England right now? The Championship, yeah. The Premier League, I still think that there's a little bit more development needed. I personally don't think he's ready for the Premier League. He can manage the rigors of the Championship. But the Premier League, I still think another season or 2 will be necessary. So, Spartak Moscow came into the picture. And he is going to be registered with the team for their run in the UEFA Europa League, as Spartak Moscow are in the round of 16. So they're not going to play in the playoff round. They're in the proper round of 16 of the tournament, where West Ham United is waiting as well. So who knows? West Ham United versus Spartak Moscow? You never know. Mikel Antonio against Shamar Boza Nicholson? That could be something. That could be something. You never know. You never know. It really could be something where everything just meshes and falls into place. You know? So we're just going to have to wait and see, and hopefully things will fall into place. It certainly is a scenario which needs its time. Shamar played the playoff round of the Europa League last season, so this is now the knockout stages. So hopefully he'll be able to get playing time minutes. As it relates to Spartak Moscow in the actual Russian Premier League, they're 9th in the league right now, and they're 7 points adrift of the European places behind CSK and Moscow. The leaders right now are Zenit St. Petersburg, followed by Dynamo Moscow, then PFC Sochi. Krasnodar are 5th, Lokomotiv Moscow are 6th, Grozny are 7th, Sovetov 8th, and Spartak Moscow 9th. Rubin Kazan are 10th in the league. So, a lot of work for Shamar to do. A lot of work to do. The league right now is on a break, and Spartak Moscow's next game will not be until February 27. And on February 27, it's going to be a Moscow derby. Spartak Moscow at home against CSKA Moscow. And then they're going to play in the Russian Cup against Kuban. Then they have matches against Dynamo Moscow, Krasnodar, Nizhny Novgorod. But in between all of that, Europa League football will come into the picture. And that is something for us to pay special attention to. I know Charleroi will miss him because of the contribution that he has given, being the third top scorer in Belgium. I think he has matured as a player in Belgium. He has. But I still think that there's room for him to grow from where he is right now to where he wants to be, which would be a player that can ply his trade in Germany, in England. I still feel that, at least we've seen it in national colours as well, you need to give him 4 or 5 chances to put away one. Honestly, that has to be improved. That's something to work on. Russia is going to be a demanding and difficult atmosphere. Really, really challenging. The physicality, the weather, the racism, or potential racism. But this is a mentally strong young man. He's a mentally strong young man that played football the day that his father died. This is a young man that is a father already and is taking care of his son already and taking care of his mother and has been doing so for some time. This is a young man that might be 24 years of age, but mature beyond his years. So whatever has been thrown at this young man, he has come out on the better side, stronger. I don't think he's ready for the Premier League just yet. In another 2 years, we can have a conversation about that. But for right now, there's going to be more eyes on him compared to what was in Belgium. And for me, I look at that as a positive, as there will be more eyes on him in that environment. It will be a longer travel to Jamaica for World Cup qualifiers and international duty. A longer travel because you're going from Moscow to New York to Jamaica. If the JFF decides to put him on 2 flights instead of 3 or 4. It is a longer journey, but it is what it is at the end of the day, you know. It is what it is, and we're just going to have to move on from it. What I will say is that it's going to be challenging. It's going to be difficult, but I feel these 6 months are going to be where he adjusts, transitions, settles into his new environment. And from there, I would say 2 years, 2 solid years in Russia, and we'll get to see the type of player, character that he has become. And we'll see if he's ready for Germany, or we'll see if he's ready for England. Kimani Miller says, Boza. Agent G says, disappointed, but good luck. And I know you guys have been waiting about updates on Junior Flemings. Nothing yet. Good luck to him, says Calvin Hicks. Calvin says, the racism out there crazy. I hope he understands what he's going to be in for. I think he understands exactly what he's going to go into. Andre Harrison says, good luck, bro. Yeah. Definitely a good move. Another stepping stone in a top 5 league. Wish him well. Louis Grant says, hope he can deal with the racist comments coming out of Russian fans. I hope so too. Faloli will bring the best out of him. Yeah, being that limited touch strikers works best with Italians. Disappointed. Personally, I would have waited until the end of the season because of so the hot form that he was in. If he ended the season top goal scorer in Belgium, I know that England or Belgium would be calling. I wanted him to finish the season, but he's made his decision. So we press on. Ian Campbell says, I'm very pleased and happy for Shamar. Okay. Was expected once you score in Europe. Not every move should be money motivated, especially being so young. Yeah. Updates of uplifting news, Simple Simon upliftment. Yeah. Cause Nick Concepts and Services. Good move for his career-wise. Wanted him in England, though. Wish him all the best. I hope so, too. That great next move in his journey and development. I just hope he goes there, get better, and continue scoring. English sheep for him. Yeah. How do you rate the Russian Premier League among the Europe top 5 leagues? Well, it's not the top 5. It's not. Like I said, it's like a sideward step. If it's not sideward, it's like a marginal improvement from where he's coming from in terms of the quality of the league. Yeah, Russia is cool, but guess what? You have to get used to these environments. Quincy Palms and Nicholson link up could be deadly. Well, I think he should have waited until the end of the season and continue scoring. I think a better club. I think so too. I think if he stayed in at Charleroi, finished Golden Boot winner, then yeah. But we press on. Wish him all the best, but the racism in Russia is bad. So let's see. The Russian league has very been bad luck for Jamaicans, such as Damani Ralph, Luton Shelton, Robert Scarlett, and Earl Stevens. All have had bad experiences in this league. Well, Shamar Nicholson has the ability to go and change that narrative. He has the ability to go there and make a difference. He has the ability to go there and make sure that there is an adjustment. I'll have one question. Will be getting game time? Yes, he'll be getting game time there. He will. Luton had a very good career in Russia and was loved by his team. If Luton can do it, he'll be fine. Luton got games. He just didn't score a bag of goals, but he did get games and the fans did love him there. He did get games, but injury hurted him the second part of the season. Didn't score a lot of goals, though, in Russia. Need more Jamaicans in Russia, Slovenia, Belgium. I guess so, yeah. JD said you couldn't go and watch the top strike. Players that move to Russian league don't normally get that big move. Look at Malcolm and Pumps, for example. Traditionally, it has shown that not many go from Russia to England. But Russia to Germany is still something that is realistic. Russia to Italy is something that is still possible. Congrats to him, even though I was hoping he stayed in the Pro League. Well, guys, he's made his decision. It's another chapter. It's another adjustment. And in the life of a footballer, you have to adjust to change quickly. So I wish him all the best. Russia clubs will have to play in Europe to get exposure. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. You could take the train to Moscow. It's going to be a long train ride, but you can do it. If I can be on a train for 12 hours from Amsterdam to Basel in Switzerland, then you can go on a train for 48 hours. Good move, says Wayne Harris. Take the money, mash up the RPL, then move to the EPL. Hope so, sir. Man side in a round of 16 of Europa League. If he dominate, then clubs will have him on radar move. If Spartak Moscow wins the Premier League, wins the Europa League, they're going to be playing in the Champions League next season. Spartak Moscow looked very good in terms of their performances in the group stages of the Europa League. I was impressed with them alongside West Ham United. So, personally, Barcelona are not good. Let me rephrase that. Barcelona no good, none tall. So West Ham United, Napoli, Sevilla are perhaps the only teams that stand in the way of Spartak Moscow. Will he be playing Europa League in January? Yeah, once he's registered, then he will. Yeah. But I think this was what was used to sweeten the package. I think this was certainly used. Russia and racism, asked Jabba about it. I've spoken to Jabba. I've spoken to Earl Stevens earlier, trying to, speak to Robert Scarlett, and I've spoken to Luton Shelton about it already, and they've spoken about the challenges that they had to go through. So I know very, very well very, very well the challenges and everything of that nature, honestly. And I know it will be a difficult sort of opportunity for him, different environment for him. But guess what? He's going to have to learn to adjust. You're going to, just like in life, you're going to have to learn to be thick skinned. Not everybody's going to like you, no matter what you do. You could be the kindest person in the world and you're still not liked by people. But what are you going to do? Just buckle down, work on yourself, and that's all you can do. That is literally all you can do. So that is the situation. Yeah, that's life, innit? That's life. He's on some pretty good wages. Pretty good wages. Yep, he has to work. Well, go on. He should have waited until the summer. Yeah, he should have waited until the summer. In my opinion. But guess what? We cannot go in a time machine and go back in time. We don't have the ability to do that. He's a Jamaican. He's a Jamaican international. And I'm going to support him and this move. I'm going to support him and back him with this move. And I wish him nothing but the success in this world in the new year. The good news is that the Premier League, the Russian Premier League, is February, March, thereabouts. So you're talking about a 4 to 6 period of settling in, the culture, the weather, the way of life, the teammates. So it's going to be, he's going to have to utilize that time very, very well. How many years on the contract? He has a deal until the summer of 2026. So it's a 4.5-year deal. So June 2026, it expires. So yeah, 2026. So that means, yeah, 4.5-year contract. Yeah, I wish the ball a success. Maybe his club that wanted to cash in. Charleroi are experiencing financial situations, but they still were reluctant to let him go because of the type of character that he is. Yep, Euros. I guess he wanted the opportunity to play in the Europa League. Good luck, Shamar, says Redbank. How high is he ranked in terms of earnings compared to other Jamaican players? With this move now, he cracks the top 10. He cracks the top 10. So that's the situation at this point in time. In terms of the fee, we're talking about just under 2 million euros was paid for him. Yeah. So this is going to be quite an environment for him, I must say. And I know many people might be saying, let's look at the players that he's going to be surrounded by and the sort of individuals. You know, Quincy Palms, you guys have spoken about as well. Jordan Larson, a decent player at that club. Spartak Moscow will be celebrating 100 years of existence next year. So that's something that they're going to be extremely fond and proud about. The number 16 jersey is available, so who knows? Shamar Nicholson might get that number. Ezequiel Ponce, remember the Argentine international, he is at Spartak Moscow as well. And you all would be aware of Lucas. Aitan Lucas, he is at the club as well. Jorrit Hendricks of the Netherlands, he is there. Samuel Gino in goal. Well, not in goal, but in defense. Yeah, he's there. And Quincy Palms, the Dutch player. Yeah. He is at Spartak Moscow as well. So he's going to have quality around him. There's no doubt about that at all. So good move. Victor Moses, yeah. So he's going to be around some good quality. And of course, a couple of Russian internationals, Jordan Larsson as well, a Swedish international. So, and he is the son of Henrik Larsson. So, good players to be around. Yeah. Good move. It is a good move, and hoping that Shamar will succeed from this sort of venture. Reggae Boys fans, what are your thoughts? How do you feel about this move for Shamar? Are you excited? Are you underwhelmed? How do you feel about this move? Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys